Hey, everybody out there in sports card collecting land, and all you Topps enthusiasts, specifically Topps Project 2020. It is still going on. I'm still getting some in the mail. It was a long time in between when I ordered them and when they started matriculating in, but now that they are, I'm starting to forget what I ordered, so I've taken them out of the bubble wrap and the original packaging so that I can see and remember what was purchased. So let's dive right in. Okay, so we got Jackie Robinson, Project 2020. And this is done by oh no. Dun dun dun. Crack in the case. Uh-oh. So this is by F. Dot, a Brooklyn-based artist who specializes in site-specific murals and hand-drawn art. He champions an abstract meets figurative style for his vivid and whimsical compositions, and has spearheaded collaborations with brands like WeWork and Madewell. So we got Jackie Robinson here sliding in. Justice here. We got the stadium down below. I'm not sure, maybe that is from before the Dodgers. Okay, so gonna have to report that one. I don't know, I guess I fill out a form, send it to Topps. What do we got here? We have Derek Jeter Ermsey, Project 2020, Mr. November. Derek Jeter on the subway on the bottom. 1992 is when he came into the league as a rookie. Paris-based artist and illustrator Ermsey reinvents classic cartoon characters in his imaginative work. Ermsey's graphic exploration of pop culture uses popular cartoons in the same way that graffiti writers use letters. Ermsey transports characters from their familiar cartoon universe and into his own topsy-turvy and smoke-filled world. Ooh, I like this Ermsey. One of my favorite. Also a big fan of the Yankees and Derek Jeter, so there's some favoritism there as well. Let's see what's up next. We got Ken Griffey Jr. on the beach. Now, not sure I like it as much in person, but it is a creative take. This is done by Don C. Don Crowley, known professionally as Don C., is an American streetwear designer from Chicago. In 2009, he co-founded with fashion designer Virgil Abloh conceptual retail chain RSVP Gallery. Don founded the luxury sports apparel brand Just Don in 2011 and has since collaborated with Jordan, Nike, Levi's, and American Express. All right. I know I got a Nolan Ryan in here somewhere. Is it this one? Nope. We got Mr. Tony Gwynn in a very colorful, what I like to call like a fruit punch assortment. It just makes me think of fruit, flowers, and all that. So let's see. This one is designed by Matt Taylor, UK-based designer and illustrator Matt Taylor, well known for his vividly designed film and event posters. His use of color shatters the known universe, bringing his wide array of pop culture subjects alive. His extensive array of clients include 20th Century Fox, Jack White, Lucasfilm, Marvel, Pearl Jam, Phish, and Queens of the Stone Age. Queens of the Stone Age, one of my favorite bands when I was in college. And I was in college from, let's see, 03 to 09. And not because I was doing some type of Van Wilder 5-6 year to get my undergrad. I did undergrad and then grad school. Here's the Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan. You got Mr. Met atop on the right. Beautiful sunset. And let's compare that to another version of the same card just to show the differentiation in the artwork by different artists. This one is done by Joshua Vides, and this one is done by King Saladin. So far, all the artists have been new, so I'm going to read the write-up on King Saladin. King Saladin is a world-renowned contemporary artist from West Philadelphia, whose works are exhibited all over the world. King Saladin is revered for creating the Money Bear, which pays homage to his childhood friend JP, who he tragically lost in 2013. Nolan Ryan New York, New York Mets, American flag, Mr. Met, sunset, love it. Always one of my favorite pitchers because I was coming into my own, meaning aware of baseball, in like the early 90s. So when I was coming in like 9, 10 years old, you're talking about, 93, 94, and he was on, at the end of his career on the Rangers. And those were the cards, when you were looking up cards in the value books, his name would come up a lot as cards that were of value alongside young rookies like Randy Johnson and Ken Griffey Jr., which was the top of the bubble for the junk wax era. But moving on, a really out there concept for Bob Gibson, using the word homage from the back of the last card, paying homage or homage to all of the notable things that Mr. Bob Gibson may be known for that other people may not know about. So the more you look at it, the more you'll learn about. Harlem Globetrotters, Golden Gloves, St. Louis Cardinals, obviously. Let's see. This is done by Gregory Siff, another new artist, so I'll read the description. Brooklyn-born, LA-based artist Gregory Siff is renowned for his blend of pop art and abstract expressionism. His work exhibits meaning that is literal yet open for interpretation of nostalgia and childhood. Siff has collaborated with Saint Laurent, Mercedes-Benz, MLB, Vans, and Adidas, among many other global brands. And our last new Project 2020 from my recent mailing, and there could be more coming. I impulsively ordered a bunch and then didn't remember exactly how much, and it's best to do that, unless you're really, really, really on a shoestring budget. But every time I have a closing, I treat myself, and this has been a good year. So, having said that, this is the last card that I know that I ordered, or at least the last one to come in recently enough to make another video update. So this is Frank Thomas, but you can't tell from the characters. And this is done by Naturel. Lawrence and this is going to be a rough one for me. Lawrence and Antwig, professionally known as Naturel, is an illustrative-based artist who's quickly emerged in today's postmodern scene. His futuristic illustrations have successfully blended methods of pop and cubism with a surreal vision. So this batch, unlike the first batch of Project 2020, I did all different artists. So I am really not collecting a specific artist, and you could tell that by the pattern. I really appreciate a specific artist's take on a card that I appreciate because I grew up collecting these cards. So when I see a version of it that's interesting to me, I get it. And the simplistic Nolan Ryan, like I have behind me, the reason I like this one is because there'd be no other way that I could afford this card other than if it was a reprint. And the same logic went for when I purchased the Mariano Rivera prints. Oh, and other than that, I don't know if I mentioned in my last video, I got this from an order from Phil Hughes's eBay page, Phil's Pulls. This was before Yordan was out for the season, but I still have hope that Yordan Alvarez will be a productive player for some time. So this is a gem mint. I like that it's number 123, gem mint. Mojo chrome refractor that you would get from a mega box. And that's about it. Thanks for stopping by. Take care, everybody.